On the 10th game of Christmas, my true love let me play this game called Unepic. Welcome back once again as the big day finally approaches and that fat red bearded guy drops you some epic loot. Today, we're looking at a game called Unepic. If you've been following, you saw yesterday was Unmetal, and it was pretty metal. Today is no different. It's unepic, and it's pretty epic. So I got a little bit obsessed about who the hell made Unmetal. So I looked into it. Turns out it's a wee bit little tiny group of guys, and seems like it's just like I said, one guy in Spain. Fucking who would have thought? Anyway, so I looked into it. Turns out it made some other games, and this one was on the PlayStation Store as well. All these little games, this one and the one I played, Unmetal, like usually I get them on sale. Well, Unmetal I bought day one. This was on the store on sale. There's a few other games on the list right now that are on sale. But as you can see, just 100% independent homemade game created in Barcelona, Spain, Española. Whatever, sorry, I don't want to be offensive. I actually am super blown away by this. It's really good. Once again, follows the same sort of like style and format as Unmetal. You're playing a game, but it's told through sort of a story, and then you're back and forth kind of doing a story element as you're playing the game, and I really love it. This time around, we're playing a D&D RPG style pen and paper, and as you see, it starts out with a D&D game, and in the exact same fashion as the previous game, Unmetal. Same humor, same storytelling dynamic, and then once again, same level of like really good game. It's really good at what it does. It's not a point and click because you're definitely moving your character around and whatnot, but it is definitely like reminds me of the old Shadowgate on the NES with the whole like the way that the user interface, the UI, the HUD looks. It's very like looks complex. It's got a lot going on as far as like boxes go, but it's actually pretty intuitive, and if you're a gamer, you'll figure it out. I believe in you. However, I have, again, nothing bad to say about this game. This is one of those things where I looked into it, and then I was like, well, that looks cool, and then it was literally like $2 on the PlayStation Store because there's like a big sale going on currently for the 2023 holiday end of the year sale time. They always do that, and so I was searching through, and I found this, and I was like, holy crap, it's the game that that guy made, and then I bought it. And here we are. I decided to make a video about it because just like Unmetal and some of the other games, I sat down to do my 1 hour little video, and I turned it into a lot longer, and I fucking love it. So this game, just like I thought Unmetal would be, really good for live streaming. This game also, I think, lends itself to a live stream sort of presentation versus a video series if I were to do content on it. So please, if you would like to see, after you hopefully watch the whole video and see the gameplay and whatnot, if you'd like to see me play through this, let me know, because I think I've got 3 games, maybe 4 games right now that are contenders for a live streaming. I played through the Wizard with a Gun game, and I really enjoyed playing like just a game that was only for live streaming, and I'm at the end of that game. I need to beat the last boss, and then I'll feel satisfied. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the 12 games of Christmas, day 10. And on day 10, we played another gym sleeper hit off of the PlayStation Store. I know there's been a lot of like 2D flat games, but you know, like I said several times, this list is no rhyme or reason. It's just some like games, and I'm picking 12 different games for the 12 different days, and they're my choices. And so this one has been one that popped up out of nowhere, and that counts because it's past, present, future. And this was a game from the past, and I discovered it presently, and I'm gonna play it in the future. So there you go. It's again, there's not really much to say. It is a 2D pixel-based paper and pen RPG onto a screen. It appears to have everything you'd want: magic, weapons, leveling up, points. It's very like not turn-based, but it is very RPG, old school.
I get it. The hallway, the skeleton, the trap.
Not
I'm
like
imagining myself
fast-paced,
in an RPG.
slap, slap,
But I
slap,
must be
pressing
in a
buttons for
dungeon or
everything.
castle
You
that my
definitely are gonna have to
subconscious
do
has
some
created.
like
Okay. While this hallucination
skillful
lasts,
usage
I get
of
to be
your
the player
gaming,
in my own
if
RPG.
I may.
Cool.
So
I'll compete against
there's not,
myself.
again, there is
Even
not a
if I've
whole lot
never
I
been
can
a
really
dungeon
say because I
master.
just discovered the game.
Draw a
I
map
just
so I don't
discovered
get
the
lost.
creator. I'm a huge fan of anybody who's a independent creator who makes an awesome game like this, because I wish I could do that. I mean, not could do that, would do that. I can do it. You guys, this whole channel is just a front, okay? I'm trying to make video games. I went to school to make video games, and then life kicked me in the dick with MS and some other shit, and I'm trying to get back to my roots. I want to make games. I got like 4 VR games in my that are ready to be made. I've got a bunch of other shit. I don't have a computer. I don't have time and space. And so this channel is a front so that I can build my gaming empire finally. So when I find a guy who makes a fucking game or series of games, and he does it either by himself or with very little help, I'm there for it, especially when it's really cool, like this. Like James Silva, Ska Studios, the Salt and Sacrifice, Salt and Sanctuary, those games. Shane Lynch, part of the same. His is. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this. Something Tentacles or I don't know. Anyway, all these guys who are independent guys who make games, I'm really big fan, because you know how it is. I'm jealous, but not in a bad way, not in an envious green way, just in a like, good for you guys. I gotta find a way to do it myself, and this is the kind of games that I like. You know, I would make funny, simple, based off shit that I love type games. I've got a whole bunch of notebooks full, ready to go. And you might, well, why are you talking about it instead of doing it? Shut up. Let's get this channel monetized. We're so close to 500, and then I can start getting some little breadcrumbs, and I'll use them to enhance the channel and the content in so many different ways. But for you to enhance your game collection, drop $2 on this game. Check it out on the PlayStation Store. I believe it's also like on Steam. But small guy, totally worth it. The game is solid, so you're not getting like one of these like, oh, it was. There's companies that are on PlayStation Store that I've been seeing for at least a year or two now, that they make what I call toiletware. You might call it shovelware back in the day. I call it toiletware. It's just fucking shit. It's just these turd games that people are shitting out. I'll tell you right now, one of the companies is called East Asia Soft, and I don't want to knock on them for being like some small foreign company, but they make shit games. Look at any of their games. The picture on the fucking store looks awesome. You're like, oh, this looks cool. What is it? You click on it and it's just dog shit. And you're like, oh, come on, guys, get your shit together. Now, if they're building up to make something epic, then kudos to them. But as of right now, there's a bunch of companies like that. I can't even name them all. That's just the one that stands out. But go look at the PlayStation Store and just look at the cheap little shitty games that they're putting out, and you'll see a million of them. I'd never buy them. I wouldn't even look at them. But this is high quality. This is somebody who knows what they're doing, they love what they're doing, and they made a love project. And that's what I'm here for. So, once again, Unepic. I can't tell you the name. It was like a small company produced it as well. Something about crawling monsters or something like that. You saw it in the beginning. Otherwise, all I can tell you is this is made 100% homemade game from Barcelona, Spain. You saw that in the beginning. So, kudos to him, her, Francesco. I don't know how you. I don't want to butcher that either. I'm American, you know. I speak regular flat English. That's just, oh, your name is Francisco, but it might be like Francesco or whatever. I don't know. Sorry, butchering it more and getting off topic. If you follow along any of my videos, that's pretty normal of me. I just ramble on off topic, and you know, that's how it rolls. I'm just trying to get it out there that games like this are just worth your time. Maybe you've never even seen some shit like this. Maybe you're turned off by pixelated games. I grew up playing these games. This is another game that's a perfect example of a game that I would go back in time to make just so that I could play it as a kid. Because like these are the kinds of games that could have existed but didn't. They did, but in really shitty versions. And this, like, I love seeing people take today's technology and today's knowledge and applying it to yesterday's games and old school games, because like with Minecraft and Terraria, you know, Minecraft is great, but if you take what you do in a 3D game and you put it into a 2D world, now you're talking about being able to do so much more, because it takes so much less memory to run and play a 2D game. So you're now able to like use elements that you weren't able to use before. And so it makes, you know, even games like this where it looks like it's old, it definitely has modern like lighting effects. It has all kinds of modern things that make it run smooth and play like a modern game, even though it looks like a super old school classic game. But like I said, it's basically an RPG, you know, based off of what seems to be like a mix of a Shadowgate, a Dungeons and Dragons, and then your classic platform 2D adventure. And you're just so far going through a castle. There seem to be a bunch of interlocking areas that you can unlock and then traverse quicker back and forth. I found a ring that brings me back to an entity that is basically my save point, checkpoint, and healing. So I can quickly teleport back to where I can go to save, heal, and all that. And then a place where I can travel through different gates once I unlock them. And then there are, you know, bosses and enemies and all your traditional RPG fare. As well as that, again, that awesome story. I'm so blown away by the way this guy is telling stories, and it doesn't feel like Spain, France, all of Europe is basically, we're all westernized together, but like it is always cool to see somebody telling a story that like has jokes, has references, has all the things that like you mesh with, and then it's just amazing. I really enjoy that. Again, with Unmetal, same thing. There was already a bunch of like tropes and shit that are just, I think of as like American from movies and TV and video games, and I don't even think about them translating the same way. And then here's this guy who could be, I don't know anything about them. I don't deep dive people usually, but like, you know, all these references and jokes, and the writing is just on par. So there you go. Again, I'm gushing kind of because it's like I don't have anything bad to say, and then I don't have much else to say because A, the game's, I just started. B, I don't want to spoil anything if I did, because the game's good enough that I actually suggest buying it. And since the game is actually like $3, $2 right now, and like even when it's not very expensive game to begin with, I actually would say go ahead and buy it if you like RPGs and simple, fun games. It seems like it's going to be a game that can last a long time as well. So it seems like it has like some playability to it. But there you go. That's my endorsement. Unepic, just like Unmetal, is actually very epic. So the title is misleading because it is super epic. And I can't wait to do some more. So like I said before, if you want to see like a live streamed playthrough of this, let me know. Otherwise, as always, you know, thanks for watching. You know I love it when you comment and like and subscribe and all those YouTube things. Like I said, we're really close to 500. I just hit right around 350. That's a pretty big deal for me. So once you get to 500, you can start kind of like working towards the actual ways of monetizing your channel. And as like I've said before, I'm not trying to be like a big YouTuber like PewDiePie or some other shit, but like monetization for all this hard work I've been doing all the time would not be a bad thing, even if it's just little breadcrumbs. I'm totally cool with that. Like I said, it'll all go to making better content, making the channel better, improving my situation so that I can do all those things and make my video games that I want to make, so I can be making my own videos about my own games. Could you imagine how narcissistic that would be? I could make my own video games, then make videos about my video games, and then make video game series videos about my own video game. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, welcome once again to the 12 Games of Christmas, Day 10, Unepic, Super Epic. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Day 11. Real close to the big day coming up, guys. Stay jolly out there. Happy festivities for whatever it is you celebrate, because I don't want to force denominations on anybody. However, if you're in America, I don't care what you are. It's Christmas time, motherfucker. Love you, bye.